1 hour. In 1 hour I'm picking up my keys. Let's go do it. Whew, let's do it. Nope. This is my one. Finally, I was home. We settled early on that Friday morning, which was great because I had a lot of unpacking to do. My car was full of stuff inside and on top. I really wanted to stroll around the property and take in all its little details, but the unpacking of the car really did need to take priority. As I unpacked, Tonka, the carpets inside, were being cleaned. The previous owners did a fabulous job of maintaining the house. It really made my job easier knowing that the house was otherwise clean and functional. As an added bonus, my daughter was coming to spend the weekend with us. I couldn't wait to see her. I wanted to have everything unpacked and then head into town to pick up a couple of nibbles for our girly night ahead. The house was, of course, empty, so I had brought along my camp mattress, my sleeping bag and pillow to camp inside the house. Luckily, my car Tonka has a fridge, so we had that base covered until we sorted out a new one. Our container that we had stored now for over a year was landing on the Monday. We had gotten rid of most of our furniture rather than store it, but we kept the essentials. The fridge, however, didn't make the cut. So I already had planned for the following week to head into Coffs Harbour and to pick out a new fridge and any other bits and pieces that we would need immediately inside the house. Now, it wasn't exactly a priority, but I knew that my little cart that I had lugged all the way from Port Douglas was going to become pretty much an essential for me to move stuff around what was otherwise a large property. And by stuff, yes, I'm referring to mostly garden stuff. Now, one of the things though that I was really looking forward to was the wood fire heater that this property had. More importantly, was being in a climate that is suitable to a wood fire heater. That was a big ticking box for me, especially coming from the wet tropics and 100% humidity. So, all that was left to do now with the car unpacked was to go and gather some firewood. Lesson number 1. I need to have grabbed my gloves to do this because there's all sorts of stuff in here and I'm not really equipped to be handling stuff that could have spiders and stuff jump out at me. Anyway, we'll see. Oh, not to mention splinters. It's all good. Next time I come down here, I'm coming with gloves. I've got them in the car, so get the gloves, girlfriend. This is why I brought this on top of Tonka. It's going to be my little go-to around the property. That should do. It's only for one night. Rob's here tomorrow. Yep, well, let's go. Oh.
Well, it's good morning from Port Douglas. It's a fine morning here, as we can see, and sometimes I just like the simple things in life. Sitting outside here, having my coffee mug, courtesy of Lee Powell. Thank you, mate. But we often get asked the question, well, I do, Rob, what's the secret to a successful marriage? And I think the key to that, and the answer is, you still need your own space. Now, in the case of Annalena and I, we create that space with a distance of approximately 2,168 kilometres. So that seems to work really well for us. Just take stock of that and mull that around, see what you want to do with that. But it's her birthday today, and she's going to be celebrating it somewhere pretty special. I will make the call, and I will join her tomorrow.
No truck. We're going for take 2. Our things were supposed to land yesterday, and the truck did in fact get here, but they went to open the rear of the container and they couldn't open it. It was bolted from the inside, and that's when they realised that the container had been loaded backwards onto the truck. After a few phone calls, it was suggested to cut open the internal supports from the door, because I could sort of pull them open and you could see them. But I obviously don't have any tools here because I'm living in an empty house at the moment. So I suggested they go down to the town, and there's an auto repair shop there, and they could no doubt help them. They did that, and they could not get it open. So the short of the long is that they had to go back to Coffs Harbour, where the container would get flipped, and they're returning this morning. And I'm sitting here looking out the window, peering and waiting. So take 2. Look, I have been waiting for you. There are some oranges outside begging to be made into jam. Yep, that's just, that's the kitchen. We have chairs, but we don't have a table. It's okay. Come on in. I haven't even taken the plastic off the floor from when the removalists went in. But this is my future study. The boxes are mostly books, but there's, other bits and pieces of photography related stuff as well that I need to unbox. But I can't do that really until I have some shelving, so this will be the last room I get into. I have to start scouring Marketplace for some bookshelves, see what I can find. So for now, we close the door and psychologically, it's all better. The bed. Oh, I just want to sleep in a bed. It's the little things. I actually cannot find my proper camera to record in. So I'm going with the iPhone, guys. I don't know where I've put it. Well, I've stashed it somewhere when I ducked out into town. I don't know why. I mean, the whole house is full of stuff that's, you know, of equal value, if not more than that camera. But it's just, I love the camera. The thought of someone taking it. Look at that. These are all my wet jars, which I absolutely love. And normally I store my food in, but I do want to do some canning in these. I like these because they have the glass lids, so it's completely reusable. And what you do need that is replaceable and a consumable is the rubber gasket. But this rubber gasket can be used several times. It's not like the ball mason lids that, you know, you can use it once and maybe twice if you want to risk it. Get one out. So yeah, so that's obviously the ball system, and I just love the wet jars. It's such a absolutely beautiful, stunning jar. And yesterday I opened up a box and two jars clanged together. One was a ball jar and one was a weck. The ball jar shattered and the weck happily sat there looking at the ball jar in pieces. I mean, this glass is really sturdy and beautiful. Now, they're pricey. They are pricey. But Aldi had them for a while there, and that's when I kind of got onto them. They were really reasonably priced at Aldi, so... And they're beautiful. I think they're beautiful. Just as well, we have now a wood stove, a wood fire heater. Our wood fire heater is going to enjoy all that paper. And there's still all these boxes. The good news is this is all unpacked. All that paper, all these boxes, all of these boxes I've unpacked now. These containers are empty. What's there is all packed up. But if we turn around, we've still got all this stuff to go, which is okay. You just, you know, slowly plodding along. Because it's not just unpacking, it's really having to find a place to put it all. But, you know, that's the whole thing of moving, isn't it? Well, more so when you pull stuff out of storage, you've got stuff that you stored that you're thinking, why on earth did I store this? We don't have a dining table, but we did keep our chairs. So I'm going to have to pull out the camp table and we'll make do with that until we get a table. I'd love to find an old farm table on Marketplace. And that's all the furniture we have in the living room at the moment. Literally, we just kept one sofa and the TV unit. Unfortunately, the TV unit, and I'll show you what's happened. The main casualty, which is a bit sad because we love this unit. This is actually concrete. So this happened inside of the container. Obviously, when they went to move it, something pushed up against this concrete top. I think it'd be a little bit more sturdy than that, but there you go. Didn't quite handle it. See what's under you. Opa. Blankets. Duna, I'm going to need you. Duna cover. And Duna for this bed. Aww. This is, yes, I'm a bit sentimental. This is, this is my baby girl's favorite baby clothes. I kept this because it was all hand knitted by the grandmothers. So oh, it's just so beautiful. I love it and I just can't get rid of it. Okay, yes, I'm sentimental. I am a fool. Let's put you into here because that's where the baby clothes goes. Oh, can't believe I get a walking linen press. How good's that? You always feel good once the bed's made, right? It's kind of like you're in the house and you can slow down. It's great to have my own bed back. But look, I was feeling pretty proud of myself having assembled the base, because it's a gas strut base. The gas struts don't need to be assembled, but there's, you know, the bed comes in, I think, 4 pieces. But I'm a little bit concerned that even though I've assembled it, there are 2 bolts that are spare. And I don't think there are spare bolts in this bed, so I couldn't find where they're supposed to go. So we'll see. I'm going to wait till Rob gets here. He's always been the one that's been on bed assembly duty, so I don't know. Somewhere there are 2 bolts that need to go in there. And there's also some screws, and I don't know what they're about either. So, and of course the last thing when you move, right? So I made the bed with clean sheets, and what do I find? Now I've found the electric blanket. And it's dropping down to, you know, 3-4 degrees of a night time, so you definitely want a bit of an electric blanket, because I don't run the heater, or I don't use the wood stoves right on the other side of the house, so it doesn't really heat in this little corner. But I have to pull the bed apart and put the electric blanket on. There's no way I'm going to bed tonight without the electric blanket, so, but we'll leave that. That'll be my bedtime job.